Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to quarterfinals day one, match one for Inspired Valorant presents Valorant Championship, powered by IGC Hub and organized by Instinct Productions. It is I, Kirito, bringing you these matchups today. Alongside me is, who are you? I don't really care. Moving on, we're gonna have our first. I'm just kidding. I was in a flow there. I didn't want to ruin my, disrupt the flow for a while, but it's aggressive alongside me. And yeah, we have a couple of matches for you today, don't we, Aggressive?
Absolutely. We're just going to need to see how all of this stuff is going to work out, especially now that here in the quarterfinals stage, it's about to get heated up a lot more. Yes, of course, this is still going to be a BO1 series. The BO3s are going to be starting from the semis, but the number of teams that are here, good lord, they are going to be making sure that we are here for a lot more Valorant action. That is for certain. First initial map will, of course, be Chronos Legends going up against Red Wings. Now, this will be a little bit interesting to say the very least, with the map of Lotus being the one that's going to get picked up here. Now, there's going to be a bunch of questions in our minds that, okay, will Chronos Legends really be able to do this? Firstly, I'm a little bit skeptical on that side because Chronos Legends as a team, they showed a lot of promise, but at the same time, that promise up against a team of Red Wings calibers, which have the experience, the firepower, and of course the coordination that they have shown in the past. There's a lot of ifs and buts on whether or not they're going to be able to cross that line. But maybe in a best of one series, they can catch the members of Red Wings off guard, push towards that victory, and really upset the flow of this entire tournament that we expect. But maybe they can, because the map of Lotus is just so unpredictable, just like the map of Haven from time to time because of those three sides.
Yeah, and this tournament has been sort of seeing this constant tune of having these underdog teams that maybe individually have seen a lot of success and we haven't seen them together, or players we haven't even heard of ever in a long time. So they're coming up here and showing some of these more experienced players how much they can perform, and they've made it all the way here to the quarterfinals. Be it, it's gonna be quite difficult. Chronos Legends are gonna have to dig deep against a team like Red Wings. It will be hard, but there's always that possibility that they might show up out of nothingness and just absolutely steal the show. Not taking that away, and especially on a best of one game, anything goes, because a lot of the stronger teams, they are very much used to in playing at a best of three situation, maybe in higher levels like this. They maintain their composure, they play the long game essentially. But when it's a best of one, there's a lot more on the line, and you have to put it all at once. So many players don't really get to adjust like that so quick. It's a lot of mental game. Being a pro isn't easy. Being an esports pro is definitely not easy, especially in a high octane game like Valorant. You have to be ready for any kind of scenarios. And at a situation like this, with all on the line, it's anyone's game. I'm not gonna give anyone any benefit of the doubt at this early stage, at least for now.
Absolutely. That is exactly how the game of Valorant works too, right? A lot of people kind of forget that Valorant is a game about the mental, and whoever's mental is stronger, who's able to carry that team spirit and motivation forward, will of course be the ones to pick up victory. And this is true throughout every stage of the game, in every esports that you play, not just Valorant. Whoever is able to keep proper composure as a team, as individuals, of course, will be the ones to charge headfirst in towards victory. And maybe the members of CL, they have that better understanding, but up against Red Wings, there's a lot of ifs and buts on what's going to happen next. But overall, let's take a couple of steps back and just look at the overall journey for a lot of these teams. Red Wings, they had a pretty easy start to them. They didn't really go up against that much of a significant competition throughout the earlier stages, so here they're going to be able to probably exercise that right once again, even if they're going up against CL. At least statistically, when you look at the accomplishments done by Red Wings, of course they're going to be the ones who are the favorites here, no doubt about that. But favoritism is one thing, but being able to capitalize on the hype that you have behind you, it's difficult, because we've seen it in the past that a team that should have been here at the very beginning stages were just not able to, we're just not the ones to make the cut.
Yeah, we are we're very used to seeing these unusual scorelines and things that we certainly did not predict come up. I mean, again, being a caster and all, you can't really go in with 100% solidified prediction. You have to be open for any possibilities. But there is two situations where we are very, very sure that this is probably an easy game for a certain team. It might not end up in a complete upset, but you do see them maybe having a hard time. And we've seen Red Wings struggle against some of these newer teams. It might not have been as close as we think, like maybe a 13-11 scoreline, or both teams not even reaching double digits. Well, it could be a massive 6-7 round gap. But whenever the teams are gonna build some momentum against some of this, the more consistent teams like Red Wings, we might see a shift in how the game moves. We might see Red Wings lose their momentum for a little bit, and that might cause a snowball effect that could lead to them possibly losing out enough rounds to lose whatever momentum they had, and that could completely give us the opposite outcome we expected. But I think the game is ready to load up. We are going directly into the matchup. 20 seconds remaining before Red Wings and Chronos Legends kick us off in this quarterfinals matchup. So, we just talked about not predicting, but aggressive. Any predictions? Way to put you on the spot there.
Isn't that your job to technically put me on the spot every single time?
Yeah, you shine so bright on the spot, man. I literally can't see anything else. Just a great spot cosplay.
You do this all the time. Listen.
That shift of depth in your voice literally gave me shivers. Like, you were so far away and so close. That's so weird.
Yeah, I need to fix my mouse for a second. It's kind of weird how wired mice can sometimes disconnect, but my wireless mouse never disconnected.
I wish your life force disconnected, but yeah. Going into this first round.
My God, this guy woke up the wrong side of the
too much. Might have been a little bit too much. All right, maybe your mouth disconnected. Okay, your vocabulary. The rush has started. Let's go on. The nade comes in with the first kill on to Pathu's. Entry has been done by Sheets. And the retake situation not gonna work out. Introvert does get one more kill to make this a full streak. Low HP on all these stackers. Savage comes in. Remaining. They're all gonna chime in for the retake and deny this entry. The final crack fall. That was a messy start. But Red Wings, the consistency begins as they get the first pistol round. Economic advantage is there, and they're gonna go for the weapons immediately.
We can see, like, even though CL, they have a lot of really big names on their side, that first initial consistency burst really comes into play. Red Wings, they were so ready for it, and as soon as they heard the noise towards the seaside, they knew a rush was coming, so they positioned themselves near Waterfall, and they were able to catch their opponents off guard as soon as they tried to jump in towards the side. None of the members of CL were really prepared for a flood-in like that. They were expecting at least 2 players to be present inside of the site, but no, everyone was ready and prepped to go in for that retake before the attackers were able to take note. Now though,
wait a minute, they pushed out of their name.
Spike down, B. Last player standing.
I mean, in a matter of seconds. The weapons difference was there, but look at how fast and reactive they are. I remind you, this is their buy round, but Red Wings, they are so quick on the rotations, and they're so effective on just rotating around the map and getting into positions to absolutely deny the entry. They had no chance. CL weren't able to get in the side at all. Looks like my wish of disconnecting Aggie's auditory components worked out. Yeah, that's nice. He's not talking. But yeah, as I was saying, that was a good round from Red Wings. The advantage was theirs. And this time the gun rounds will go in the side of Chronos Legends. They're going to be able to afford some rifles. All Vandals on their side except for Tempest, who's going to opt for that Guardian. Shouldn't be much of a disadvantage, and this does switch up the pace for Red Wings. They were aggressive on that C-site lane early on, but now they're going to slow things down. Have a passive killjoy setup working. They're even going to have a couple of players, Araxis and those utility support agents to help out the defenders. This caused some distractions, CL, Legends, but in the end, worked out and decided to proceed. But the breach utility is buying so much time for them, and with 50 seconds left, have to slowly make their way towards the side. They still have some time to spare, but all this noise is giving away so much information. This alarm bot will give the data to Chronos Legends, sorry, to the Red Wings, that they are going to be outside this B site now. possibility that they have rotated. The door opens again. Now they're going to continue to bolster the C side. But the defenders have left it. So it's going to be a little bit weaker as the dash
30
comes in
seconds
from the
left.
Killjoy. He's going to jump in and take down Shields. 9 entry so far as rotations come in. 20 seconds left. They have to commit to this. Turn with a couple of good and a second shot on the bulldozer. Can he get a third thing?
My God, dude.
And does get one more, but Pathos with the 4K triple kill. Sorry, third round, 4K. That's gonna give them the round in their favor. 3-0 against a full buy. Furnace Legends unable to get on the board just yet.
This is just insanity coming out from them. Good lord. As soon as the initial hit really started to take place, we're just running things down one step at a time. Batu specifically just easily turned everything on his head. Being able to catch their opponents off guard as soon as they went into a rush like that, this is kind of the problem that I would say the members of Chronos Legends will be facing. Good TP across to get a tiny bit of space here from both sides, but even then, they're just trying to butt their heads in towards the C side as quickly as they possibly can. They do get the space this time around though, but kills not really on the cards. Good smokes coming out from Patus to give everyone a bit of space to play around with, but Introvert completely isolated and alone, no real clearance. Icon able to take the swing and get the kill. That's the two players, and possibly a Thrifty could be on the cards for them. The members of Red Wings, they were just not prepared to have this many players suddenly just peek off on another angle. They do have the advantage, they do have the reads here to go for themselves. But even then, CL? What's the game plan here?
Blinding.
It's gonna be see how they get this going. Players are gonna have some trouble trying to keep this spike flowing, but they need to get one frag. The trades do come in. It's still a 2v2. Massive flank formation. This is good for one. Now they're trapped in a 1v1 situation, and Savage pulls out the classic at the right time. But the time's ticking off, and Red Wings aren't able to get to the spike. They're gonna lose out the guns as well, and Cronus Legends get their first run on the board. There's a good play coming in. They're all pushing towards CT on the attacking side of CL, and have that one player wrap around through waterfalls. Fortunately, we didn't see Red Wings opt for that waterfall avenue. They all went in that same direction, which didn't give them the information about this positioning. They could have possibly gotten a better outcome if they did that, but still a 3-1 scoreline. They are able to get those buys in, all Vandals and Phantom in their armory, but again a very aggressive seaside push early on from Chronos Legends. A TP from Pathus is punished as Introvert is forced to fall back with his utility still in play. Shields again. Every time he's dashing into the same spot. I'm so far not seeing any kind of counterplay. Zidane then good for one more and another one. Triple kill. The trades do come in from the Rays, but Ignitus is able to shut him down. Introvert struggling to keep this fight in his team's favor, but won't be able to do it for long. 3-2 and the round gap closes. One more round separates these two teams, and how's the economy looking for the side of Red Wings? Not good. It's possibly a tight scoreline guaranteed.
They really needed to turn the tides of that battle there, but even then, possibilities of them being able to take a victory here. Going slimmer and slimmer as Chronos Legends, they're just loving the seaside. For these last 6 rounds, they seemingly just want to go towards the seaside, and they've ended up there even after playing a default. Seems to be another default coming through for them. Trying to get some early utility going for themselves, maybe a tiny bit of space. They know that A lobby under full control. They need to re-clear this angle. Diddy positions already spotted. Never mind, it's not Diddy. Doomsday. My God, kept on forgetting that he changed his name. Don't want to say those words because Kirito's gonna get excited otherwise.
If you say so.
We all know the truth, Kirito.
Yeah, bro. If you say so, but. Right now, what I'm saying is that A-side aggression has forced these attackers off that avenue, and now they're going to be switching their attention back to the C, and this is a default, and Red Wings, they are feeling it. They're opting to go for that rotation, and right now with the frag onto Introvert, defensive lines crumble. Interesting position from Pathos, but it's no good. The weapons difference is there. Savage does get one more, but it's still a 4v2 situation. 4v3 actually, as Diddy gets one more.
One enemy remaining.
The frags continue going, and with that, Doomsday actually gets another frag into a 1v1. Picks up a Vandal. The TP comes in. He's all the way at the side of C. And that's a massive rotation. A lot of time will be consumed. But the HP difference is there, even though it's ever so slight. Zaidan. Oh, does he miss it? Doomsday, he misses this. He doesn't clear the angle as the smoke fades. All Zaidan has to do is look to the right. Spike is in the open. He doesn't... Did he see him? I think he saw him now. He definitely knows the spike plant is gonna come in, and he punishes Doomsday for not checking that angle. With that, a 3-3 scoreline comes in. And Cronus Legends are able to tie things down. A very close round though, despite the massive gap between the two weapons of the sides. They're able to tie things up, and right now they have enough money for another buy. Red Wings can try to extend the lead over here, but easier said than done. The last few rounds definitely haven't been going in their favor.
With a lot of butts and heads going into this particular roundup too.
You're talking about me being excited about something else. A lot of butts. Carry on.
I love the fact that this guy contradicts himself so well. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, on towards the following round. As you can see, that Kito woke up on the different side of the bed here today. But for now.
Go on, my guy. The action's back in right now. Oh,
It's back at something else. Good lord, the headshot coming out from him was perfect, and that's the smoke now gone for the members of CL. Zaidan going a little bit too aggressive on the lurk here. It can cause a lot of very significant problems for him, but as they're rotating around over towards the opposite side, easy for me. Able to find out the Killjoy turret, but Doomsday is just so aware and ready. You know this. They broke out the door, but to go all by himself on a particular angle, there's too many 1v1s being given away by the members of CL. And think about it. The last couple of rounds they were able to win is because they were playing together as a team. Again, this is kind of the thing. If CL are sticking together as a squad, then they are not really leaving much of a gap here for their opponents to even utilize. But as soon as they give away 1v1s, they're just completely isolated. And this is where Red Wings are really starting to shine.
And Christian on the line, fights Doomsday, cancels him out, and with that, the lead is at the hands of Red Wings. They're gonna get the 4-3 scoreline in their favor. And again, like you were saying, whenever CL separate themselves and try and look for avenues individually, playing in a more passive approach, where they don't really have to depend on themselves, they're not gonna be able to win out on those situations. But again, a map like Lotus, with such a massive size, you have to have ability to lurk around and play solo. So I think they really need to work on some of those strategies and come up with a proper plan before executing things like that. The big struggle, weak stun comes in as Doomsday pushes out onto Mound. Counter Fade Utility trying to push him back, but so far he's gonna stand strong. He does have teammates alongside him to watch his back, and now the support from B main as well. The Fade Utility comes in for Savage to try and cut off this rotation, but instead they react off of that. They might be looking to push B. Savage has used up a lot of his utility, but now our Axis has come back to join him. Maybe keep holding on to that B side. With only 1 minute left, they are gonna try and go for a rotation, try and come up with a plan. They've already lost their controllers, no smoke for them. Means they're really gonna have to rush in and take control of these avenues. They can haunt to gather information, but noise is being made. Introvert relaying that information. Get over here. The Fade ultimate to try and slow things down. She's again dashing, but the Swarm Nade gets a passive kill onto Tempest. Trade in from her onto her Axis, but Pathus with another of his own. 3v2 situation and a quick rotation towards B. Control established by EasyMate. And he gets one more. 2v2 now as he's gonna try and pick up this gun. Ultimate available, low HP though. Is Doomsday trying to chase him down, but the space has been created. Spike should go down. Lockdown even committed for this. A top retake. But oh, Pathos just swings! Easy for me.
What?
Able to win out on that. And another! And they win it out. Doomsday going for a unwarranted peek to go for a trade while the lockdown was on, and he just lost his teammate, and that's gonna cost them the round 4-4. Cronus Legends. We talked about
making me eat my
snowball
words.
effect, man. We talked
Yeah,
about
they're making-
snowball effect.
They're making me eat my words out here, dude. Good lord.
Eating stuff. Okay, go on.
Nah. That was even more unwarranted for. The peak coming in from Doomsday was fine, but this? Nah, Akito really woke up and chose violence tonight, ladies and gentlemen, just like easy for me, as the peak coming out from him was just accurate as ever. The gap of the raw mechanical skill that we were expecting is slowly but surely getting gapped on as Zidane swings through and catches out Introvert as well. Over aggression can cause a lot of problems here, Intro, as he needed to play a little bit safer. He wanted to maybe catch one of the players off guard, get that kill, and allow his teammates to go in for the rotations there, but to lose his life, that was such a risky play. And now Red Wings, they're left scratching their heads on what to do to try and even fix things here. Because CL, they're catching up slowly but surely, and here the lead could just be on their cards. Yes, I do get it. They were going in for a little bit of a semi-buy, but how do you break into the site now? There's so much utility waiting for them on the opposite side of this, so the positions are perfect, and the members of Red Wings, they're just gonna keep on falling like flies.
Yeah, maybe going for a save was the best option. It's still gonna be a 5-4 round score, and that was not the worst situation Red Wings would find themselves in. But now with the money down on the low, they're close to some ultimates as well, but it's not really the best decision to use them when you have poor weapons, unless of course they can turn the tides, maybe get some hands on some weapons, have the man advantage. That would change things around, but overall it's a tough spot to be in, and I think that save was the best call last round. Regardless, Cronus Legends, they are absolutely just demolishing any kind of aggression towards that C-long area from the side of Red Wings. We see Introvert and Pathus are trying to make some kind of an impact with their mechanical skill, but it's just not working out. We're seeing Introvert struggle a lot. Pathus and Introvert, they are players who have that mechanical talent and who have that synergy and utility play to find impact together, but unfortunately they're having a rough time. Seems like they haven't really woken up as of this moment, but time's ticking out. It's a best of one. Quarterfinals and you're out if you lose this. So they really gotta get that stuff together, as they only have a few more rounds left before we swap sides, and going at a disadvantage in this situation would not be the best decision for them.
Absolutely. They need a couple of more rounds to just really stabilize themselves into a position that they can get a good read on this map, but even then, slight bits of danger always does await them. It's the first hit. Already gone through, as you can tell. Doomsday, he has all the amount of control that he needs, giving away his position just a tiny bit here, but in this particular eco round, that first kill pretty much will guarantee whether or not the members of Red Wings are going to be able to take this victory here. Savage in a good frontal position, but for now they just need to hold for as long as they possibly can.
They're gonna fall back though. Doomsday still holding on mount with that Marshall. They did hear, Zidane did hear the noise of that alt orb being picked up, so they are gonna clear all these angles. But Doomsday might be good for one. Doesn't connect. 5 HP. Doesn't even throw the nade. And he's gonna get rushed and gunned down. None of the shots connect. Oh, actually, I think he did. Shield and Zidane are low. And that's gonna be good for easy for me. He's gonna get another kill onto Doomsday to clear up the side. Half HP on these players. They're gonna have to fall back. Maybe play off of the retake. Pathus is good for one. Zidane trades though. Raxus with a follow-up. It's still a 3v3. How are they keeping this alive? Breach ultimate committed. Is it looking for these kill Ignitus?
Oh, I don't like this.
Let them have it. Savage gets one more. How are they winning with pistols? Ignitus keeps it alive. That's a little bit too close for comfort.
This was such a big question mark too. I don't know why they went in for a rush like that. You have the Killjoy lockdown that you could have utilized to just take over the site. This was such an important round for you too. Yeah, I do get it. You have that breach ult, but with the breach ult, you cannot take a win up against weapons when you don't have rifles in your hands. One of the players did not have a rifle. That was a close quarters peek, and Ignitus just Cashid was able to swing out and take that victory. You needed to guarantee this round for yourself. You could utilize both ultimates to do so. And then in the following rounds, you would have had access to your showstopper because there was no utilization of this coming out from Doomsday.
There.
Slight bit of a mistake being done by the members of Red Wings as the discipline not working out in their favor. The possibility of them giving away a lead could be on the cards, but Doomsday takes it into his own hands, goes in aggressive, gets the Killjoy as his backup as he's trying to rotate back in towards the side. And they're going to be able to do so for free. No one's going to clear out the angle, and that's one of your initiators gone.
Yeah.
The lack of the breach is gonna be a tough pill to swallow, as they do depend on that utility a lot, especially playing towards that C side. To raise satchels, sort of play off of the Fade and Breach utility, stuns and haunts working together. But now they are gonna be rotating, and I see this easy for me. He's constantly putting pressure on this B side, keeping the players second guessing and not really allowing for a comfortable rotation. Not really allowing them to go for a flank.
30 seconds left.
Positioning is good. Allows the Fade ultimate to be used up, and he's spotted. He gets a dink, and he's not able to make money off of that. Tempest punishes him. Battles just straight, but the showstopper onto Shields, who finds another with the nade in hand. He's gonna get caught by Doomsday, but no, he's good for another one. Triple kill on this man. Knows one more on top. Introvert trying to play off of that ultimate. It doesn't even matter. Shields with the 4K, and it feels like they're gifting him these
Last
frags.
round in the half.
Doomsday caught in the middle of the air with his pants down. Introvert not really even necessary to take that fight at that point, even though it's a 1v4 situation. Don't even get me started on Araxis. Oh my god, I'm gonna burst.
That's kind of the end of the world stage now when you think about it, right? You know that Red Wings, they should be the ones to take it, but they are making so many small, minute mistakes as the team just doesn't really seem to be on the same page whatsoever. Mock already getting caught out here, needs to make a run for it over towards the opposite side of this. It's expecting a rush to come through from the doors, but
Wait,
instead,
Araxis is Mock?
yeah.
Mock
I told you that.
Blunder? I forgot,
Yeah.
man. I haven't seen it. Damn it, Mock, come on.
If anyone's gonna do a blunder like that, it has to be Mock, right?
I mean, he has his
jitter.
low. He has his
Yeah.
highs and he has his lows, but his lows are low.
Yeah.
And we saw examples of that, but yeah.
It happens to the best of us. Let's give it that. They are professional athletes, but yeah, you in particular. So
Yeah, I mean, I was about to add that part, but I knew you would, so I didn't really say anything.
thank you. He's given me all the materials that I need, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about that.
Sometimes even that's not enough. But yeah, Doomsday get the first fag onto his counterpart Tempest.
30 seconds left.
Second counterpart. As we're going for a rush. Pathos doesn't hear that coming.
this?
Get him some headphones. As Shields, he's gonna create some grounds. Killjoy lockdown is gonna be used up to get into this site. Mock trying to figure out which piece of utility to use, and he just gives away another kill. Introvert does trade and a follow-up as well. He doesn't know about the player onto pit. Now he does. Oh, Savage trying to survive that lockdown, but Introvert is
Beautiful.
good for 3. It's all on easy for me. He's good for the first one, but the double swing comes in. Introvert 4K.
Good save.
But again, these are individual plays. They really need to work as a cohesive unit. I might be sounding biased here, but it was all Introvert here. The rest of the team, there were so many blunders. Red Wings really need to calm down. Maybe take a pause and just take a breather. Come up with a strategy. Come up with a plan. Is 7-5 is not the worst round. Win this pistol and they still have this in the bag. Still a very much comebackable situation for them. Is that even a word? Comebackable?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. But yeah, Red Wings, they still have this, so they just gotta stick deep in the glue a little bit, deep in the bond. What am I doing? Yeah, Aggressive is so traumatized he doesn't even want to talk. You can see Doomsday though rushing in towards his A side, but this around hands on a Ghost. So he's not really facing much resistance. The Killjoy placement is gonna be at C, and he finds one onto Shields. Idan does straight onto Mock, and with that, still positioned inside.
One down.
And he's gonna spot out one more onto Tempest. That's gonna take care of another player. The nades come in. The Ignitus straight onto him. It's still a 2v2 situation. Introvert spotted out in long.
One enemy
He
remaining.
trades, and Ignitus as well. The round has turned on its head. Zidon finishes things off in a great retake from Cronus Legends. An 8-5. It's slipping out of their fingers. Red Wings might have just cost the entire game. It's still gonna be 8-5, a possible 9-5 with the buys coming in for Cronus, but it's gonna be tough nonetheless. And the more you give away, the harder it's gonna get. Oh, I think aggressive BC'd. Just open Discord to see his text. So it's just gonna be me for now. But yeah, as we were talking about Red Wings losing the momentum, this is exactly what we mentioned at the start of the matchup, that some of these teams thrive on the snowball effect, and Cronus Legends is exactly that's what we're doing. We talked about underdogs, we talked about surprising plays coming out from anyone at this stage of tournament. And Cronus Legends are basically just translating what we said into physical actions. Red Wings, they are a good team. We're seeing signs of that. We're seeing utility. We're seeing individual play. But what we're also seeing is a lack of plan, a lack of cohesion, and teamwork in general. And some situations where they're making these very minor mistakes, and that's building up. That is building up on a mountain of mistakes and causing them to lose out rounds. Small things like pushing a player on your own, or maybe even constantly aggressing on an avenue where you're getting countered, where you're essentially getting schooled by the players of Cronus Legends, because they're being such a cohesive unit. They're playing their utilities together, and when they're stacked in a group, it's so hard to deny them a win. The only time we're really seeing Red Wings win is when one of their players have an individual miracle. When we either see Doomsday or Introvert finding multi-kills or being able to deny the entry with their utility. That's when we were seeing these players able to rally and follow that leader into victory. Other than that, some of the small mistakes and some underperforming players who normally are exceptional, like Savage, Mock, who's Araxis, Pathus, they're all incredibly talented, and I've seen them perform, and it's just maybe you're having a bad day, but in a situation like this, quarterfinal best of one, you gotta get it together. You gotta have contingency plans on how to work out on these situations, but yeah, so far it's not looking good. However, there is still time. It has significantly lowered after the pistol round win in favor of Cronus Legends, but time is time. Let's see if they can make use of it, try and come back from this 8-5 score line. Fortunately, there is a technical issue. I think it is from our end as aggressive disconnected. I think something is wrong with his ISP. In the perks of living in Bangladesh. Okay, I believe actually the issue was from the team of the side of Team CL, and I think it's all resolved. So we will be going back into the game real soon. Thank you for being patient, but yeah, again, I go. Some of the things that I've sort of experienced from watching professional esports for high tier Valorant, be it in Bangladesh or be it in the subcontinental area of South Asia, Europe, is that these pauses actually have a lot of value. And when a team is riding on momentum like Cronus Legends, they are walking in with momentum. But no, this time it's Red Wings And Doomsday with a massive surge shot, and could he find the timing onto the fade? No, he doesn't. Does take some damage, but the spike has been planted. The space has been made. No weapons gained though. But did they? No, they actually did not gain any weapons. So it's essentially 4 pistols against 2 Guardians and 2 Spectres. Flashes coming in. Ignitus they're making quick work of this side. Pathus does follow things up. Savage is good with pistols. Zidane does trade, but Mock is there to make him eat his words. Easy for me. Isolated, but from range, Doomsday gets another, and they're able to salvage these weapons, giving them another round to work with. 8-5 as Red Wings find another. I believe this was the second round. Yeah, it was the second round of this half, and it was a bye round for the side of Chronos Legends. So be able to win out on an eco like that, it's gonna be massive for the end of Red Wings. They are gonna have money, they're gonna have utility to work with. They're gonna look to push towards the C site once again. Very heavy push coming in from Doomsday. He's gonna satchel in towards Mount. Easy for me. His position there off angle on Zidane. Won't spot of the player on the left. They actually will, but the Bucky is good for one. Araxis does straight, and so does Savage. The side is cleared, but the rotations are here immediately. Shields trying to make something happen, but they're gonna be absolutely destroyed. Only Tempest alive, but what is that with the Classic? The PRX Classic gives him strength as he picks up a Guardian, looking to keep his team alive. Wins out with the Guardian. Doesn't know where the last player is though. What's now? Savage, shoulder spotted. 2 bullets remaining, but Savage keeps it alive for his team. And Red Wings can breathe a sigh of relief from whatever the hell that was. The Classic right click finding 2. I thought they patched it. I thought the Classic was nerfed, but no. Right, guys, were like, no, just for this one player, let's just give him the strongest Classic ever. 100% accuracy on right clicks. Let's just give him a macro, give him aimbot. And he almost wins it out. Almost. Savage just barely keeps it alive for his team. But again, economy damage is still there. Buy is available for said Red Wings. Not entirely, as half armor and utility will be absent slightly.
Turrets
While
destroyed.
bit of a force coming in from Chronos Legends. They are going to be able to afford rifles. Ultimate's not on the card though. For either side. They are awfully close. As the suicide push from B comes in from the attackers, Red Wings will clear out the B side, and know this is a full on C push. Easy for me trying to keep this side alive, and so far it's working out as they both get killed. Zidane as well. They're trading left and right. Into it finally breaks the chain, but he's so low and it has to take down 4 players. 11 HP. They just hold. The dink comes in. Can he get a follow up? A second, but it's not good enough as Tempest lying on the back to strike at the right time. 9-7. Red Wings are doing everything, but it turns out that it's just not enough. Still lead maintained by Chronos Legends. I feel like Red Wings, some of the decision making, like pushing towards C in that situation.
Out of charges. Can I get this?
Like C and A, I mean, not even A. C is a side that you can't really push without proper utility and having some information on where the other players are. So you poke around B, you poke around A, you see some killjoys. Okay, killjoys around here. Alright, we saw the Raze stuns and nades, sorry, the Raze nades come in. Satchel was hurt, so he's around A. You know this information, and then you push towards C. If you don't know, it's better off to rush the other sides, but that's not what they're doing in these situations. That could be costing them rounds. Red Wings need some order.
Bomb buddy out.
Need some strategy and some method of cohesion. They're trying to push towards B. This is a good way to do that. They have taken control of this lane. Smokes do come in and they find an opening on Doomsday. Wide swing by Zidane, who's gonna get for 1, but introvert with a wide swing to finish things off. 3v4 situation. No ultimates available. Pathus does have his out at step as he gets another frag onto shields. It's gonna be a 2v4 situation in favor of Red Wings. Tempest being baited out, but easy for me on the other end. He's gonna get good for a couple. Tempest crosser placement is weird, but he's good for it.
There, take them.
Turning a 2v4 into a 1v3 is easy for me. Seals the deal onto Savage. And that's gonna be double digits for the side of Chronos Legends. Snowball momentum is what they thrive on, and to see Red Wings in this situation,
Easy.
not able to react, not able to find out a way to counteract,
Keep fighting. Rest is over.
to reorganize themselves,
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
is what separates them from a more consistent team. Not saying that they don't have that potential. Not saying that individually this team is not good. But there's definitely room for improvement. Bonus Legends, on the other hand, as a team, they've done wonders. They've cleared out sites. They've won unwinnable situation. Like, you see that last round, it was 2v4. And it was all individual fights. Easy for me and Tempest took. So that just shows where the gap lies between these two sides.
Face your fear!
Until it spots out. Zidane with his outlaw, but doesn't get any kills. Holding a passive position. The A side is just given away. No one's here. Ripe for the taking for Red Wings. Oh, wait.
Initiated.
Spike planted.
Was he flanking? I thought he was flanking. Never mind, the lockdown comes in, but the side has been taken.
Fire in the hole!
Counter lockdown from Introvert, as defender lockdown will be destroyed, not utilized. They won with the outlaw. So it's Marshall actually, as the trades do come in for easy. So he's gonna get a couple. Marshall not connecting for Doomsday as Pathos to keep his team alive on the outskirts.
One enemy remaining.
Shorty in the hands of Shield. One shot in the chamber, but Raxus, Mock, good for one.
Last
Down
player
on the flank
standing.
though, Mock gets one more. And to finish things off, triple kill on this man. Taking down Zaidan and keeping his team alive. 10-8. But again, it's the individual performance that's keeping them alive. And we've seen these post-match scenarios. They're able to take this gifted site, but not win out these individual fights. They're getting pushed. They're getting swarmed on A main. The players aren't connecting or utilizing the utility to help each other out. And that's making these rounds so very close. Not really giving them the opportunity to have a proper buy. For now, they do. They're going to have all rifles in their armory. Not the same cannot be said. Bonus Legends gonna rush towards the A site is again opted for. Tempest all the way in stairs and is forced to fall back, forced to not to even attempt a fight. As a retake scenario, it's best to go in numbers. A pick would be nice though. You're gonna have to isolate these fights as the smokes come in. Introvert, shield, fall off from Doomsday. Knows one more there, but Ignitus. Frag, he's come in wide swing for easy for me. It's good for the kill onto Introvert, and they're following it up. Easy for me, he's on a roll. That is straight, it's a 2v2 situation. And Mock with the nice transfer onto Zaidan to cancel out any opportunities they had to retake this. 9-10, one off. The tight scoreline, 10-10. Looks like Red Wings heard my words of advice and they're trying to keep themselves alive. Reminder that this is a quarterfinals matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Winner goes to the semis, where the best of 3 begins, where you will have some room to breathe. But for now, this is a best of 1 map, and then that is it.
Behind me.
You lose, you're out. And Red Wings, maybe that realization hit. Maybe they understand what they have to do is play more like a team, depend less on individuals, and come up with plans properly. Not really look for opportunities, but make them yourselves. It definitely didn't, take that out of a Toyota ad or something. Make your own opportunities. Don't believe in luck. All that stuff. For now, they're trying to make themselves open for a pick. In a tough spot. Nades are gonna come in. Gets himself alive with minimal damage taken. They are spread all over the map with 1 minute remaining. They have some room, but you have to be quick. This B side is completely in their control. If they can manage to take control of this upper B, this is a B side take.
Cover going
B side is
out.
right for the taking. Now rotations are gonna come in. Oh, but Zaidan, he's gonna clear him out. And Doomsday, the side take has gone completely away. They're gonna have to go towards B now. There's only 30 seconds remaining. This Fade utility will give the information. Battle's TP's into 3 and is not able to get the frag onto easy
30
for me.
seconds left.
And now the side
Spike
entry is
down
completely
A.
denied. Gives the utility to buy more time. Introvert does find a frag onto Zaidan and a follow-up onto easy for me, trying to make opportunity for himself, just like I said. But Savage though, he's so far away. The bomb plant's gonna go down onto the side of B. And this could be the perfect opportunity for Introvert, but he doesn't connect the shot. Savage is gonna be put in a 1v3 situation. No utility on him. The breach stun comes in. Raise Nate, actually the stun hits Shields and he's unable to move. But one left click is all it takes. Doesn't connect onto Savage. He's gonna swing, but Shields is ready with a headshot, and it's gonna be an 11-9 score line. Flip that, and the Americans are crying. Oh my god, I don't want to say that. I'm gonna get cancelled. Ignore the last part.
Firepower. I got
11-9 scoreline in favor of Cronus Legends, and they're gonna be able to carry through the momentum, not giving Red Wings the opportunity to get back in this game. They had that momentum 2 rounds in a row, and all it took was a bit of a whiff from Introvert. Again, they're depending on these individual plays. Introvert did have good position, but this was able to hit the shot. It's a good plan nonetheless. Individual gunfights being lost. That is the ultimate not connecting. These are entry not being done properly. The timing wasn't good enough. Again, an inside push comes in. Minimal buy. Oh, easy for me. He's on fire. What do you mean, Killjoy? This guy is like trying to swarm into the side. Pathos and Savage good for their own kills. Tempest does trade, making this a 3v3. Ultimate's not on the card for anyone just yet. Plan goes down. Mock just the flash and gets the shot on the shield. Follow up onto Ignitus, and he knows the players on stairs. Doesn't connect. But Savage, he gets a frag before that kill feed was flipped. So the Savage killed Tempest, and Tempest somehow from the dead was able to get Mock. But regardless, what matters is that it's a 10-11 score line. Fair Red Wings. The economy is going to be punished though. They did lose out on a few players. That means that they will have minimal buys. Again, the constant losses have been pushing down CL as well. This is going to be a very scrappy buy for either ends. Mock and Savage are going to be able to afford rifles. So will Pathus, a Guardian on the side of Doomsday. So they are a little bit better armory wise. So this should give them the opportunity to put CL in the coffin and make this an 11-11. But Scramble stack on this A side is working. But Red Wings has declared he will. Doomsday takes down Zaidan, but there are 3 more players. Numbers could be all it takes. But Tempest falls. 2 more remain. They should know that this is a stack as Doomsday swings, takes down the reloading Ignitus and Savage as well. Chiming to take down easy for me, and the momentum is there. Doomsday swinging up heaven, and he's gonna get one more with the Guardian onto Shields. And just like that, snowball effect now reversed, going up the mountain in favor of Red Wings. 11-11. Buy rounds come in, and how exciting is this? Oh, Aggie, you're messing the fun. A buy round for either end, rifles in their hands, and the winner gets match point. This is some poetic stuff right now. Things we were talking about. You never know who's gonna give the top players a run for their money. Could be anyone. We're expecting Red Wings to come out on top. We're expecting an easy win for them, but that's still on the card.
Face your fear!
I get to say that this wasn't close match. The rush coming in towards Cersei as Doomsday is able to pull out his showstopper, take down Tempest, but Shields with a follow-up, taking down the opposite. The spam connects and Shields takes down Pathus. Follow up from Introvert. They're taking on their counterparts. Zaidan finds
Enemy
Mock
remaining.
with the trade. This is going left, right, and center and leading into a 1v2. Blinds connect.
Last player
And
standing.
Mock isolated does win out the fight. He doesn't know where the last player is. You just saw him.
Got the spike.
In CT, I think the teammates are relaying the information. Bro, he's in CT and he's gonna run away. HP is also quite similar, and I don't think Zidane knows that he's rotating. He does have his shadowed step though. Shrouded step, my bad. So he's just gonna hold. He's just gonna wait for the spike to get planted. Mock will have a stun and his C to play off of.
30 seconds left.
Zidane is gonna space like
Spike planted.
Where does Mock play? Does he commit the shrouded step? He will. Going towards A main. That's gonna allow him to clear a lot of angles. Mock has no idea where he is. It is all for match point. 10 bullets. 60 HP. 82 and a full mag on Mock. He's clearing all
Cover
the
going
damage.
out.
Comes in. Oh, but Mock spots him before the smoke lands, and a triple kill from his end to get the match point. 12-11. Such a
Match
close
point.
fought battle. Red Wings struggle, tumbling, falling down the hill, covered in mud and blood. but they are able to drag themselves through. At least now they're in front of the finish line. Just a fingertip away from finishing off. 12 to 11. Scrappy buy from Konus Legends. Couple of strong ultimates on their cards though. They're awfully close to that showstopper as well. So, can they bring it home, Red Wings, or will they be denied? I think I must say I haven't been seeing any op. I get none of the agents are really suited for the op. Not a chamber, not a jet. Not even a Yorus. Long range is so rewarding for an op.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke and spam around A main. You see there from Killjoy. So many are gonna be popped and they're gonna swap to the B side. Lockdown committed and that's gonna be the wrong position to be in. They're holding these angles, they know the positioning. Nades come into buy time, fade ultimate, but a counter beat stun is so good to deny them. Doomsday gets a couple of kills on the Tempest and shields. Those ultimates are gonna be massive. Easy for me to slap back, but Doomsday with his own triple kill. Trying by time. A main position from Introvert is good for the kills, and it's all on to Ignitus, who's being pushed. One needs 3 more. Doesn't know where the players are. He's in front of you. As the double peak is set up, they fall back. Mox says no. We play this together. Savage and him. Introvert full HP all the way back. Knows the players on the left corner. Gets it, but 5 bullets remaining. Picks up the Phantom. Does not know where Savage is.
Attackers
and a
win.
13 to 11 scoreline, giving him the advantage, giving him the win. As Red Wings claw their way to victory. It was so hard. It was so difficult, ladies and gentlemen. When I say this, I mean it with every ounce of energy in my body. That Red Wings had to fight for this. Things were looking so disorganized, so tough for them to even win a round in the first half. They struggled in the second as well, but these last few rounds where they gained momentum. We were talking about the snowball effect. We said that it would normally be in favor. Oh, even my camera's not working. What the hell? What do heck? I think I need to reload it. But regardless, what we were saying is that it becomes difficult when the momentum is not going in their favor, and that is exactly what the situation was for his teammates. What was I saying? I forgot. That was exactly the situation the Red Wings were facing in that first half. Unable to get the round, unable to be organized, and still losing out on these easy rounds that they should have won. The situation was like a 4v2, a 3v2, whatever you want to call it, even a 5v2. They lost out on the situations because of those small mistakes and the lack of cohesion. And all they needed was a little push. We talked about this. We said that take a timer, grab a deep breath, remind yourself that you're playing as a team, play together, come up with plans. Have your IGL say, okay, this is the strat, guys. If this doesn't work out, we're going to do this. If this doesn't work out, this is what we're going to do. You guys try to do this. Just take a breather and figure out each other's roles. Come up with a game plan. And all it took was this insanity of a match that pushed everyone to their limits, even me, even aggressive. His limit was low, so he's not here. He's unable to take this matchup. But it pushed everyone to their limits, and with some of the snowball effect going in their favor, winning a few rounds, allowed them to take it home, allowed them to drag themselves over the finish line. So it doesn't get closer than that. 13 to 11 without going into overtime, that's the best you can get. So yeah, that definitely suggests how hard Red Wings had to fight, and Cronus Legends giving them a run for their money. They were looking strong as a team. They had that synergy, they had that cohesion. They worked together and they pushed the sites. Even though a lot of their strats were one-dimensional, like their site attack was, you could say, very similar time to time. Use the same patterns of utility. Their raise satchel was pretty much the same. Some diversity would do. But overall, they had a game plan. They worked as a team. Even on individually, they were able to sort of hold their own. And that, well, I think, is more valuable than all being 4 separate, really good aimers mechanically and whatnot. Having that synergy is what's important, at least in my opinion. And that's where Cronus Legends were able to shine. But again, this is what happens when you are, on the opposite end of the snowball effect. We were talking about the snowball effect going in favor of Cronus Legends. But, they sort of countered that strategy, Red Wings, by having their own effect, their own momentum build against the opposition. So that gave them the victory. But this does come with a warning that Red Wings, having struggled against a team like Cronus Legends, 13 to 11, whom on paper we said would not be that difficult of a challenge for them. That is definitely speaking volumes on how things are looking for the set of Red Wings. A lot of gaps, a lot of holes to fix, and a lot of weaknesses to work on. But looking at the match MVP, it is going to be Doomsday. And yeah, he's definitely struggled a few of those rounds along with the rest of his team. We talked the whole team sort of struggled, but they're able to drag themselves across. And that average combat score is one you cannot beat. 318, 25 kills off of 18 deaths, 80 and 9 first bloods, giving him the advantage, the opposite, and easy for me as well, showing up massively on the killjoy. And again, I'm talking about these impact kills from support characters, from support players that aren't supposed to be in the front line, that aren't supposed to frag out. But this man has been consistently holding his ground on the C site, on the A site, on either ends, and coming up massive for his team. The rest of his teammates as well. The thing about Cronus is they've been consistent. They have worked together as a team, so there is no star fragger or any star performer coming out of them. Red Wings, though, they heavily dependent on the individual performance of their players. At the end, we really saw Mock and Savage coming to life. Pathos had to show up in a couple of rounds, and overall, Doomsday and Introvert, they had to step up in most cases, and the rest of their team could not. But again, 9 first bloods definitely speak volumes, and even though I wish his volume was 0, it is aggressive, ladies and gentlemen, who has returned from his cave. Did you have fun, buddy?
Nah, I did not.
Did you enjoy your
It was dark and very lonely. Just like the connection given to me by Dot. But overall...
Forget when you don't use Inspire Broadband.
I wish I could, but it's not here in my area. But maybe you guys are a little bit more lucky than me. Anywhere near Mirpur, and you got yourself covered by Inspire Broadband, so make sure to check out their services. And I'm pretty sure, like, you've seen throughout this entire season, like, it didn't happen as much for the previous tournaments, but seemingly Dot hates me now, so I think I'm I'm pretty much the instigator of my own downfall, considering how much I badmouth this entire thing. But ladies and gentlemen, I really do hope that you guys did have fun for the first initial map. Sadly, I was not able to see the victory. I do believe that Red Wings, they were the ones to take it here, and as I was catching up on all the small things that you were telling me, that Red Wings, they had to struggle a little bit. What was the end-off scoreline for all of this?
13-11, they pushed it.
Yeah, pretty much. CL, they performed admirably, to say the very least. And moving forward in the following tournaments that will be coming up, this is what I mean. Maybe CL could have done better when it came down to a best of 3. We'll never really know until the following tournaments do come around. CL, beautiful team. Make sure they stick together and keep on grinding, because Red Wings, they started to sweat, and that does not happen. That they do not often do this up against a lot of the other teams as well. But for now, that's all that is there for you guys for this first initial game, ladies and gentlemen. We still have another BO1 to go for us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a lot more Valorant action.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my god! Come on, brother, please, no!
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট। ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my god! Come on, brother, please, no!
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my god! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
134-66.
Who's gonna be? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my god! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back after a very short break for the second match of the quarterfinals. Again, reminder, it is me, Kirito, alongside me is Aggressive. We're going to be taking you through the next match and the final match of the day. It is going to be between Bang Bros and Endeavor Fury, two teams that have surprised us quite a bit in the round of 16. Both the teams we didn't really expect to see here, but they're both here and they're now going to face off against each other in an epic showdown. Best of one, winner is able to advance, loser goes home. Aggressive, how are you feeling about this?
What I really want to see is exactly. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna rephrase it. I want to see which of these underdog teams are really gonna be able to take the cake here. Because in a way, it's kind of sad because we had to pin both of these teams together. Luck of the draw, I would say, as Lady Luck did not really shine upon these two teams, or maybe it did, because underdogs going up against underdogs means that there's a chance that they can go deeper on and down into the tournament. Don't forget, this is a straight way ticket over towards that semifinals. So you don't have to go through a lot of the much more tougher competition that are now fighting each other on these upper echelons of this tournament. You still have teams like All Stars who are just waiting right around the corner to just come in and easily take you away. So those small details here and there that will really trivialize a lot of the plays, but at the same time add more onto the table as well. As the members of Bang Bros say, I don't know how to put it, they are probably the ones to take this victory. I don't know, maybe Endeavor Fury could be a team that you like a little bit more, as if I do recall, I didn't cast their matchup because, again, internet issues, but going back to it, either or could happen here. Both of these teams, they're a mystery, and I'm here all for it.
Yeah, and we did not have any shortage of surprises in this tournament. We expected the last game to go one way. It did go that way, but definitely didn't take the route we thought it would. It went through a journey, and right now we're thinking this match should be a close one relatively. Both of them seem to be on the same level based on the previous matches, how they work as a team, their compositions, their strategies. It's more or less around the same ballpark, but who knows, this matchup could be worlds apart. The scoreline could be worlds apart. You never really know, and it also comes down to who's really feeling the game, who's hitting heads today. And at this stage of the tournament, it really shouldn't be the case. You're playing in the quarterfinals, you're playing against the top teams. Everyone should be at a minimum level in a consistent standard where they are performing together, but that's not really 100% always happening. Sometimes it's not your duelist who's showing up. It turns out your initiator is showing up, or maybe your sentinel is showing up. Turns out your controller is doing really well lurking around the matchup. So things like that affect how teams are gonna play. And I'm interested to see how some of these newer teams and underdog teams that haven't really tasted the entirety of intense professional Valorant like this are going to react to that. It is a pill that they are going to have to swallow eventually. Eventually they're going to have to take the decision that, all right, we really need to work things like this out before a match, so that they're a little bit more prepared on the spot. But right now they are fresh off the boat, and this is pretty much something that they've never really tasted before, at least with this intensity. So being so close, it'd be really heartbroken to be able to lose out at this stage. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna give it their best, but I don't think. Do we have the map yet?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's going to be the map of Bind here, ladies and gentlemen, with the Endeavor Fury being on the attack side, while Bang Bros will be on the defense. So, Bind as a map, how do I put it? It's good and it's bad. It's the greater of two evils, pretty much, because this is a map where you will be awarded for being the team to take the initiative. If you are the ones who are constantly going in for fights, even when you are on the defensive side, you of course will be the ones to be the victor here, taking shower control, taking B-long control, the extremities of the map, pretty much the most crucial part, because as soon as you have those two portions of the map, doesn't matter what happens towards A shore, it doesn't matter what happens towards B hookah. As long as you hold those two avenues, yes, they can take over the side, but they cannot take over backside. At least that's what's going to happen on the A side. On the B side, they need to jump through from the side of hookah, so anyone playing from inside of the side can easily gun them down pretty quickly. Utility needs to be the name of the game here, yes, but at the same time, a team that can thrive in the chaos will of course be the ones to come out on top for this particular engagement. As you jump on down in towards the game, there's going to be a lot of very interesting moments from either side, but Ray's not getting picked up here from either team, so that Cypher... Oh wait, never mind. What am I saying? Bankrolls, they do have the race, so the members.
Yeah, it looks like you're used
Endeavor.
to your dot internet connection affecting you in real life at this point.
Absolutely.
Not even registering what's happening, like you haven't registered what Ravage Lust just did, and the counter TP coming in from Climax. What just happened? I have no idea.
You blinked and you missed it. That was such a quick
I didn't
fight
blink and I missed it. Bro, my eyes were glued and I have no idea what just happened. But long story short, 4v2 situation. OQ and X-Axis still alive, with a bunch of the utilities still active, but 4 players, only Ravage Lust biting the bullet at the start of this first round. Pistol round very much in favor of the defending side of Bang Bros, a team that has surprised us and a team that I might be a little biased towards. I really like the way they play, they like the way they grow, and they learn how your opponents play. They were up against a pretty tough team. I don't exactly remember who. It seems like it's been a David and Goliath matchup every day here at this tournament. But right now they're trying to sell a fake at A, but the camera gives away all the information. No, they're actually gonna TP their way to the A side. The Cypher utility is there though. X-Axis might have some trouble trying to break through it. No, he just slides through it. They might get the spike down. They will. Cam does spot them out though. And now it's a 4v2 retake. They TP out of there. Zokyu finds one pick. 3v2, and they're gonna have to make some room here. A flank towards A short would be ideal, but they're both gonna play showers. This is gonna be a hard one to win.
Yeah, they just need to wait and see where they're gonna go with this one. What the heck? Already on for the first initial engagement. They've pretty much held off every other one of the players. Rakushon's just gonna come in and instantly take that frag. 1-0. As the members of Eve kind of lost their composure there on towards V-Long, and that's kind of the thing I was telling you about, right? It's that early engagement, that fast peak, and that early fight that's going to give you an advantage early on in these rounds. And even though you do have the Euro in your arsenal, not having that raise on the attack side, ooh boy, that's going to be a very difficult very difficult pull for them to swallow, because having the Cypher tripwire setups inside of the site, let's say not even on the outskirts, let's say inside of the site, that Euro clone's just not going to be able to gain a lot of a significant advantage.
That goes there. It all comes down to how the Euro will play and will position himself. And the Cypher as well, where the traps are going to be placed. That sort of factors how this matchup will be played. Chris, are you there? The way he cut off at the very end just gives me this vibe that he DC'd again.
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not leaving you alone. I'm not leaving you alone. Hey, this is free promo for our lovely sponsors at Inspire Broadband, so...
Dude.
Even if I do disconnect, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing, at least for me. I won't have to stand here annoying as voice for the rest of the game. But
okay,
1 minute remaining as Bang Bros. They do find some progress, and another one onto Nix. The Marshall is deadly in these buy rounds, essentially becoming an AWP, a one-shot weapon. might even argue it's better than the Outlaw in some
Last
cases,
player
but what do heck? Keeps the
Oh,
line
nice
strong. That's
shots.
a nice snap onto Ghost. 21 HP, but he still holds the line. Last player for the side of the attackers is Fordolf. And Spike is going to be in the control of the
30
defending
seconds
side
left.
of
Flawless.
Bang Bros. They get the final frag, and with that, they are going to close it with a flawless 2-0 scoreline. They will keep these weapons. They are going to be in a little bit of a better situation, but buys are going to come in for the side of Eve, and they will have more stronger weaponry in their armory, allowing them to probably make this a 2-1. But considering how these rounds are being played and how proactive the side of Bang Bros are, something tells me they're going to switch it up. They're going to be a little bit more passive. They're going to maintain control of the map, hold on to these certain areas that make the retake so much easier, and rely on the utility. Save up to some of these pieces of utility like the flash, the brimstone mollies that make it so much easier for retake. But yeah, they're trying to keep control of Shower, but that's gonna cause Nyx to pay the ultimate price. He will fall, making this a 5v4. Climax has walked up all the way. Oh no! And Mikey doesn't spot him. He sees the shoulder, and he's gonna set up his TPX as the follow-up into what the heck, and the sight is there. The brimstone in the backside trying to make a difference, but it won't matter. 2v5 situation, 2v1, 5v1 actually. Ravage Lust gets dinked, and Climax finishing it off. A flawless after flawless on either side. Eve get their first on the board.
This isn't over.
I was so confident as well coming out from this team. Absolutely no fear in their eyes whatsoever. That's exactly what you want to see here, ladies and gentlemen. The gameplay that they're going in for. Members of Endeavor. They're gonna be happy about it, but at the same time, do not celebrate a little bit too early, because now the Bang Bros, they have the weapons back into their hands. This is where they're gonna be able to really turn the tides of this battle. Possibly an early advantage again with a swing. It's gonna be Nyx who takes the first engagement. Beautiful shot coming up from Ghost though. Good lord. The trades were simultaneous. But to lose out on both jets this early on, the attackers are hurt a lot more than the defenders, because the Euro doesn't really have anyone that can back him up anymore. So he needs to jump into the site dry.
What the heck? Hasn't really been adjusting his trips that way to counter the Euro, but he doesn't need trips. He's gonna use his weapon to click on heads. Both duelists out for Eve, and they're gonna have to find a spearhead without the spear metal piece. I don't know, I tried to make an analogy, didn't really work out, but the entry is done. OQ is good for one onto Mikey. Waduhek still holding side recon there. He looks away at the wrong time. X-Axis secures that kill and turning the entire round. 3v2 situation. Ravage Lust is one off that showstopper though. Finds a kill. Another one shouldn't be that difficult to get. Still they stand a chance. Low HP on X-Axis as well. Because of the time that they've been given to set up for this post plan. Side of Eve, they're holding strong. They have the Cypher Cam, they have all the utilities to work with. This Ghost is gonna put up another fight. They're all in here. TP right next to Rockshono's gonna get the frag. 2 HP on him, and he flicks. He was looking for Ravage Lust, who had no idea there was the enemy right next to him, and a triple kill for him to bring things home to a 2-2 score line. All even Stevens, and now money is gonna be a factor for either team, especially for Bang Bros, who lost out on a very critical buy round. They're gonna be forced to save, I believe. Even though Nyx does get a rifle, they are pretty much forced to go on pistols and give away the lead to their opponents.
That's the beauty of it, right? Whenever there's a game like this, both of these teams really starting to heat up. Our predictions could just be thrown out of the window here once again, as OQ showing his dislike for the Euro flashes, just like every single time I played with Kirito. He always flashed me first somehow.
Dude, don't say stuff like that, man. The context, bro.
Oh, never mind. I didn't even mean it that way. You're the one who made it sound as such.
I know
You're the
Says
one who
Adolf.
says it such. Alright, we're having too much fun. We need to reel it down. We need to reel it down, as the side of Bang Bros need to do as well. They are losing control of this matchup. They're losing control of this side, as the spike is gonna get planted, and there's nothing they can do about it.
planted.
Mikey in the backside, he's gonna try and isolate this kill onto OQ, but he's whiffing all around. Now he's gonna be blinded. He does have support
Last player
from
standing.
Wadu Heck, but X-Axis to secure the kill onto Mikey. 1v3. And up close and personal, Wadu Heck does find the frag on the X-Axis, but still a massive disadvantage. OQ is low though, he can isolate this kill, try and pick up a weapon, and maybe win this. Does he go for it is the question.
Last player standing.
Oh, recon though. Oh, he wins it out. A triple kill from Wadu Heck. It's exactly what the players of EVE are saying right now in their voice comms. How did they bring it back? The low HP paid a big time. 3-2 scoreline, giving Bang Bros the lead and a threat to hold on to. It's very early at the game, but still, the way these rounds, the way these matchups tips and turn, you never know who's gonna be taking the lead.
Playing this one smartly. This is Bang Bros for you. Utilizing all of the utility that they had in their arsenal to take that particular round away. But now that Ravage Lust, he is back onto the table here with the showstopper in hand. This round is just going to get even more difficult for the members of Endeavor to try and turn this one around, but only depending on what Ravage Lust is going to be doing with this climax. In position. What? Just catches out Rakushona with his pants down pretty much on this particular angle. One by one, they're just able to run things down. This Yoru really stepping up to the table here.
Spike planted.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in a different planet pretty much. We're just here to witness his greatness. The king could easily be born here as Climax needs to give away the position just a little bit as members of EVE, still, they're not as deep as they want to be yet. It's X-Axis, he finds another kill and the map control is just sublime coming through from this team.
Executions are so well and the buy round not working out in their favor. The operator having no value. I think they're forced to save, giving away the lead that they worked so hard to build, making it a 3-2, but that is the better option. They will have money to buy each other guns. They can even, Nyx can even try to give away the op to a teammate and play off of the Blade Storm if he wants to. Get an ult orb and
We got this.
get yourself another weapon. Right now, that's how dire the situation is. Do they?
No, he actually needs to give the off to someone.
That is the best case scenario unless he is an egoist and is like, I'm gonna get a kill and get you a weapon, don't worry. That is a valid
Or maybe,
way, though. That is a valid way to get the gun.
I mean, in a way, he could get a kill with the op instead of going for an orb and then try to go in for a fight that way, but Nyx, he's playing it dangerous again. He's completely alone. Both of the duelists are playing on one side of the map without any form of utility.
What are you doing?
Hello?
What are you doing, Nixie?
Too much confidence, I would say. Because the members of EVE, they're just now gonna run into the side and take it over. Those are two duelists already done and dusted. We were hoping for a little bit of a different ploy, but Adolf shuts down two here already. The last player will be spotted and the operator given to the hands of the attackers. This has gone from bad to worse as Wadu Heck trying to maybe make a difference here, but Climax just so fast and quick. He's gonna be able to shut everything down here. A flawless round for the members of EVE, and this one was a hard one too because Nyx was on that operator, and if he just held down the sideline a little bit here instead of going in for an aggressive peek, and even if he wanted to go in for an aggressive peek, I expected a flash to come through from Mikey from the teleporter. Otherwise, to go in for a swing like that, you're of course gonna take that loss unless you are just way better than your opponents, but that doesn't really seem to be the case here. They're very evenly matched.
I don't want to forecast things too early, but we were talking about Bang Bros having a bit more consistency. Honestly, we kept them both on equal terms. Me personally, I did say Bang Bros felt a little bit more organized. Turns out it's quite the polar opposite.
Found you.
Who swapped out these players?
Cage trigger.
Yeah, but right now situation is not looking good. This buy round is gonna be critical for them to stay in this matchup, or else they are gonna lose out the lead. The flash is good. He dodges. Oh, style points, dodging the Brimstone ultimate, flashing right into U-Haul to get the kill. Goes with the follow-up and the kills keep rolling. Nyx with the flank, only good for one. X-Axis trades. Does he predict the second one though is the question. Oh, the TP, he doesn't go towards short. The jump peek, they know. Now the information is there. Nate to buy some time. X-Axis might die off of this. No, he keeps himself alive. 1v3, a bit more winnable. Well, the players are going to be low on HP. He has that showstopper as well. Ravage Lust is going to have to pull some weight. Knows the player in the hall is low. Swings off of that boom bot, but OQ is ready for him. And a 3-5, and now they are in trouble. They are not going to be in a good situation with this lead extending and ever growing. The money growing shorter, the lead growing bigger. They are going to have to depend on some miracles in the follow-up round. They are going to have the Bladestorm to work with. That does allow them to save up some money, possibly even go for a bit of a scrappy half-buy, but it's risky regardless. They're in a bad spot and they need to dig themselves out of this.
That goes there.
And if they don't do it soon, they're gonna be in even more of a better situation. Ravage needs to utilize this. Again, with Climax just running things down. He has all the information that he needs. Rakshana could just be on the receiving end of a lot of hurt here, but instead, they're turning things around one after the other. Adolf with the 2 kills that he needs. They're able to survive this one. Now Aduhek looking for a swing. This is very dangerous for him. Giving him a tiny bit of information, but with the flank already coming through, the Bladestorm onto the back end could just be the biggest play for them. Nyx! He needs to go big here. If he misses his shot, this could go from bad to worse, but Nyx with the Bladestorm, he is dangerous as ever. He got an ace before in his previous matchup, and is now looking to utilize that again. Smokes across, tries to go in for a little bit different play, but it's just not going to be enough. Ravage Lust utilizes the moments of confusion to go in for the fight, but he runs out of bullets on that Stinger. Doesn't really have enough to get them over that finish line. 3-6, ladies and gentlemen, as the members of EVE, they keep the ball rolling in their court.
Oh, he needed the support from Ravage Lust. He was reconned out, spotted out. They knew exactly where he was, and he was stuck in that A short for such a long time.
Need the drop.
That's when he needed the support of his teammate to maybe even commit the ultimate. Who knows what could have been done. But the thing is, when you're isolated, that little bit of presence, just even shooting a bullet, just even making your opponents acknowledge that, yo, I'm here by the way, in the backside, might have given him a chance, a second to react. Instead, Nyx is forced to not really find that much of an effectiveness off of his ultimate. Now will be forced to get him off. Not really forced, he has the money, he's gonna utilize it to the best, but they're gonna give away this room control. Smokes do come in to hold back these players on the attacking end of the double smoke. Actually, I think the first one was misplaced. Climax. Oh, the timing was ever so good, but Ravage Lust unable to make use of it. Nades come in to try and buy some more time, try and deal some damage, but it only pushes them back. Kordov does get a kill onto Nyx, giving the advantage again to the side of EVE. It just goes back and forth, and in the end ends up in the favor of Endeavor Fury. Now they're running back to the A site where the Cypher utility is set up. What the heck? Can he make something happen here? Set his team up for the advantage? No, he just walks into Climax's crosshair, giving away whatever chance they had. It's a 3 versus 5, making it a 4 versus 3 in favor of Endeavor Fury still. But they've established this map control. They have U-Haul control, Showers control. Bang Bros are gonna have to dig their way out of this situation to go for a valid retake right now. Execution comes in, Showstopper used up, doesn't spot. Oh, he's hiding in the corner and surprises him like a boogeyman. That was so smart. Ultimate used up, actually gets a team kill, but secures the kill on Mikey. Ghost. It's all fun and giggles when it's a 7-3 scoreline in your favor. Fordolf won't be complaining about that. With that 11th round on the board and the money is looking scrappy, they're still forcing something of a full eye with Bulldogs and a Sheriff, but these monies, these gambles, these buys, they need to be worth it. Can't just throw away these weapons and not get rounds in exchange. This is gonna be expensive if you don't win out in the later stages of the game.
Found them.
Oh, this is not looking good, man. This is not looking good.
Cutting through.
So much control established onto Hookah from Endeavor Fury. Euro TP's Playstar smokes coming in. 3 players from Bang Bros to defend this. But they don't have much information. The play. Oh, he's on his iPad. How does that work? He gets 2.
That's an iPad kid like you.
I have retrieved
Ravage I don't even own an iPad, man. He's gonna get the kill and get the entry for his team. Trying to tread the needle, Ravage Plus, but no, Ghost cancels him out, and it's all on to Wadu. Heck, as Mikey falls as well. A bulldog in hand, spots out Ghost, picks up a Vandal, but he has to make these shots count. The angle from elbow comes in, and Rodolph to finish things off. An 8-3 scoreline. Oh my lord, Rakshona must be kicking himself. He probably had no idea.
Yeah.
He had no idea. The flash, the iPad, he had no clue.
I expect that flash didn't even catch him. He got flashed by the iPad instead. This is one of the biggest problems that Brim has.
Gen Alpha, this is what's coming for you. Alright, get off your phones.
Yeah. Get off your phones if you don't want a Euro to TP behind you and then slap you with a gun, right?
Yo, that's
good lord.
That can have so many different meanings. Oh my lord.
What is wrong with that? As I said, ladies and gentlemen, he has woken up on the wrong side of the bed here today, but Nyx, he woke up on the right side. It's got lower. Give it to Nyx to peak like that with only 3 HP to his name. He is confident, but that confidence is answered in kind because X-Access, he's gonna be the one to get that frag instead on the opposite end of this, trying to prevent the 9-3 half. As the members of Bang Bros finally, they have a very significant advantage going into a round here. This is the first time in a while that they were able to utilize this. Now Mikey needs to play for a little bit of information of where these players are going to be making this rotation to. A lot more safer on that degree. Look at where the Raze is playing from. They're not taking any risk, and that is completely understandable because after what you have seen coming out from every... again, I forgot the name for it.
Endeavor,
sorry. I need to think of My Hero Academia. Yes, Endeavor.
Hey, no spoilers. I'm a couple episodes behind, alright? I haven't
30
finished
seconds
it yet.
left.
I finished the manga at this point.
Yeah, I finished the manga too, but like, come on. You gotta watch the anime as well, so no spoilers.
One
And
enemy
Rakushona does open things up. The Guardians seem to be working for
B.
them. Ravage Lust does get traded out, but still 1v3. Fordolf, he's pulled up Miracles, has the Blade Storm as well.
Left.
Very much possible for him to get this. If he ensures a 9-3 round, doesn't have the time, I just realized. 8-4 phase, exit frags. Ooh, does get a shot on Nyx. Answers back. What is this guy? Just don't buy a gun anymore.
Switching
Stick with the
sides.
Guardian at this point, honestly.
He's good with the Guardian, but at the same time, you should not always try
Yeah, exactly.
to be on that same
as
boat
much
too.
as impressive as that shot was, that was very much
Tactical
not worth
pause. A tactical pause now being taken though. Hey, in a way, the members of Endeavor, they did kind of turn this one around when you think about it, because they did prevent the 9-3 half from coming through. The curse not really going to be in their favors for the members of Bang Bros, but overall, with the pause now coming through, what I really am thinking that could happen here is Bang Bros being a little bit more default heavy, because previously when we did watch this team on the attack side, they didn't really play as many defaults. They like to go in for those aggressive high octane rushes, but up against a team like this that can go toe to toe with every play that you make, this is a game of raw aim duels though, when you think about it, right, Kirito? Because Endeavor, they're not doing anything that is out of the ordinary, right? It's basic Valorant, but there are certain moments where the members of Endeavor are aiming so well that none of the members of Bang Bros are able to keep up other than Ravagilus and Nyx.
Absolutely. There needs to be a cohesion between the teammates on the same page. Even if you're not fragging on the same level, try and enhance the abilities of your players that are. Give them easier angles to peek, give them traits to play off of, and utility to support. As things like that will be tested as Bang Bros enter the attacking side. Again, not a very aggressive approach from either end. Both of them are looking out to see if that proactiveness is evident from their opponents, but to their disappointment, they will find no such approach. As they're gonna creep in. This camera placement is kind of unique. I've never seen this before. Climax does get the first pick with the Sherry, but the trade is immediate from Waduhek. Making this a 4v4. Shock darts come in, but not finding value. Again, 8-4. Cannot emphasize how important this is for Bang Bros to recover that lead. To bring them back on equal terms. Ravage Lust with opening on Tokyo and opens up the B site. They have control. The spike is making its way here. And they have the man advantage. It's just how they're gonna peek these angles, how they're gonna position themselves. With the player in elbow, Ravage Lust, he can play off of anyone peeking main, or he can even bait out the players pushing through CT. This is a good spot to be in, but they have to be smart about it. Seems like though, Endeavor Fury, they're aware of this and they're ready for it. Nate comes in.
Oh god.
Damage actually catches X-Axis by quite some extent. The spams come in. No kills though. Ravage Lust is gonna wait for them to come in and Fordolf gives it to him. Nyx with a follow-up though. Still advantage in the favor of the attackers. Oh, they almost lined up, but Nyx gets the kill. 74 HP. Fordolf 1v2. Low on Waduhek. Can he isolate these frags? Time's ticking away. Gets one. Needs to get the jet dip in. No! He's running away. The dash comes in. And no ammo as Nyx plays it brilliantly. Dies out in the end, but also worth it. 8-5. Pistol is theirs.
That was such a good round coming out from the players. Good lord. This is exactly what you want to see coming through from the members of Bang Bros. And that was so smart from Nyx too. Having that moment of brilliance in his mind to be like, okay, I don't need to take this duel anymore. I'm going to smoke myself off. He's going to try to kill me here. But because there is not enough time, I can play for it entirely. He needs to kill me before he does anything or even tries to stick the spike to half. That's the beauty of it, right? That is Valorant for you. Those moments of brilliance that the players bring onto the table, that changes the tides of the battle. But then again, the members of Bang Bros, they shouldn't be counting their stars, counting their wins just yet, because don't forget, the pistol rounds have been a little bit shaky for the members of Endeavor, but when it comes down to those buy rounds, that's where the team really starts to shine.
Spike planted.
They haven't really checked this hookah area. Ravage Lust just secure the CT. There is still one more player X-Axis, but this hookah presence could be deadly. Waduhek is aware of it. He's holding angle, but it's not enough. Mikey takes no cue. The trade is there. And back and forth we go, ending up in a 2v4 situation. Classics against these weapons. It's gonna be such a hard fight. Ravage Lust gets a kill onto Climax, leaving it into a 1v4. And Ghost didn't really have much going for him, and this was pretty much confirmed. Look at that stack. Oh my god.
Nice.
It reminds me of that stack. I don't know which team did it on Ascent, where they all like stood on top of each other on Heaven. I don't remember which team did it, but
a lot of teams did it actually.
I mean, that's the one that got famous. That's the one I think they did it first, and that was just the funniest stuff.
I think Fnatic. Not gonna lie, I think Fnatic would be the only one thing to do. That's just Boaster being Boaster.
You can imagine Boaster. You know, guys, what would be fun if we just did this? That'll be so much fun, and they just did it. And now it's a thing. We are seeing the side of Bang Bros replicating it. But yeah, the buy rounds are gonna come in now. Eve are gonna have a much easier time, much better weapons in their hands compared to their opposition. But it's not the weapon that makes the player. How they take control of the map and how they aggress. Look at that flank.
I thought you were gonna say it's a player that makes the weapon.
Oh yeah. I mean, a
missed opportunity.
A player is a weapon essentially. If like player or Jet, you are the weapon with the blade storms. Actually,
nah,
no,
you're just
the weapon. Yeah, who is the weapon?
Nah,
who is a weapon in Valorant?
The man's trying to bring philosophy into a game of Valorant. I had enough of this.
You don't bring enough philosophy into Valorant. You gotta think about it like that. Like this standoff that they have on this A site. Who is the ultimate winner? They're all waiting for each other to make a move. Immovable object against unstoppable force, but they're all stopped. What is that?
What kind of courses did you take in the university this time? What is wrong with you?
I've been doing too much maths, I'm gonna be honest. Too many math courses.
30 seconds left.
Wanting some fun. And look, it paid off. They've let go of the side and they execute in the perfect time. Oh my god, this is philosophy at its finest, man. It's still gonna be a 5v5 retake. Weapons advantage will make things easier for Endeavor Fury. They have backside control. But oh boy, is it gonna be a brawl as the retake goes down. Spike is planted. No ultimates available for either end. It's all gonna be guns and abilities. Next opens things up on Doku and a follow up the Guardian. I've been telling you, doesn't get the third though as Ghost cancels him out. Nexus trying to find it. Will do it, but the trade sealed up in a 2v2 situation. They break the curse, making this a 2v2 now. Ravage Lust.
Last player
And
standing.
showers, but here comes
Too
one wet.
early.
Exactly what the last player is. He satchels away with 18 HP, but still, the crossfire is good. And Ravage Lust plays the angle perfectly, wins out the round 7-8, still in favor of Eve. But Bang Bros winning out that gun round, I remind you. This will be a big stepping stone in them, in their attempt to try and take the series back.
I don't know how they're doing this. This map is historically much more defender
You're
favored.
not philosophical enough to think about it.
Once more, again, defense favored. But it seems as though the defensive side is not where this team is shining their brightest here. Once again, playing a little bit too defensive on the A side. And yeah, I understand you're stacking up towards B, but the thing is, B is generally played for the Sentinel because Sentinel can slow things down. You have your Initiator as well over towards that angle, so they can't really rush in towards the side, and you'll have enough support on the Sentinel side to hold on to the B side until your teams can flood back in, and you can stop the attackers from getting that spike plant down so you're not forced onto a retake. You cannot exactly do the same on the A side because the A side had two different avenues that the attackers can come in from. You need to control one of them so that your opponents cannot take control. Otherwise, stuff like this will happen. Backside control was yet to be established, and regardless of that, the members of Eve just kind of got caught out in towards the open. This was just a big question mark to say the very least, that they were playing the A side on a full-scale retake when their Jet didn't even have a weapon to play things out. He opted to go in for a save on a Marshall. I understand he wants to get that operator out as soon as he possibly can, but even then, if he had a weapon in this round and if he got that kill, this could have been a possible win for the members of Endeavor.
Instead, they are gonna be stuck with Bucky's.
30 seconds left.
Still in the right situation, like X-Axis and U-Haul. Be effective. They don't really know this is a Bucky just yet, so they might just speak this and get blasted in the face. Instead, they're gonna leave it up, trying to establish our control, and Nyx will do that successfully. He's letting go of it. He should try and maybe push in a little bit more through that, but they're opting to stay in this H area. Flash and peek might be the way to go, but Climax has to wait as the molly comes in. Nyx with a follow-up again. Shower control established by Waduhek pushing there. Advantage is palpable as they all get gunned down. This was expected. Mikey with the last Dragon Dog Q, making this an 8-8, and Bang Bros have clawed their way back into this game. 8-8 scoreline. But now is the big battle to decide it all. I mean, not all, they can still come back from it, but with this gun round coming up, this will set the tone for the next few rounds, and pretty much set the tone for who's gonna get double digits. I mean, Bang Bros, even if they lose out, they will have a better chance because their money is more stable. They should afford weapons in the next round regardless of the outcome, but still, momentum, all the other mental factors in mind. This is a pretty important round as we're watching.
There's a lot. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. Maybe picking up this operator was the best thing for them. You did save for it for the last 2 rounds, and that's going to give them that significant advantage that they do need here. Turning things around on its head. As Ravage Lust and his teammates now need to try and pick up the fallen pieces here. Climax, he's playing for all of the advantages here and all the marbles. This is what I like to see on the map of buying. Play aggressive, play to your strengths, and make sure you have the information to do so. Now that they have the operator in their hands, things have taken a little bit of a turn for the better. But overall, still not really looking that clean as you would have expected as Ghost. He's in towards shorts. He's making a slow walk up now here already. They want the angle, they want the fight here. Climax, he's just gonna be able to catch out one. Anyone near showers, they're instantly gonna fall for that. Climax. He does fall, but at the end of the day, only 2 players are left. The smokes are still in the hands of Rakushana to maybe make a play here for themselves, but instantly, they wanted to go in for a rotation, but the Cypher's still inside of the site. And Okyu, he's just gonna find a couple of free kills here, one after the other. He knows the fight, he knows the angle, and they're not gonna be able to clear him. There's not enough time, 50 seconds left on the clock. The operator's already inside, an 8-0, a flick and a half. And Okyu just finishes thing off. 8-9, ladies and gentlemen. Bang Bros, they're showing that they can bleed. And they're painting the entire pavement red. As the members of Endeavor, they're really showing their true colors now.
Pavement's been red for a while. They just bandaged the wounds. And now Eve are just gonna reopen it. Again, money is a little bit more stable, so they will be able to get guns again, but that operator is a massive thorn. They will have to overcome.
Down.
This time though, they are not running into it straight head on, as it is going to be just around the A stars area. They are focused more on B, but this smart play from Climax, he could go for a massive flank here. As Wadu had falls, the flanks are even opened up for the players trying to rotate. There's looking straight though, making it a 44 situation. Ultimates available for either end. Play, what is the question? Okyu not really backing off. They're trying to fight this. Climax will fall, isolating Okyu. Nyx is taking down 30 HP. The satchels push him back. He's forced to give this away. They take the fight to him, and Ravishless just doesn't really care, but doesn't lose HP either. Still has that showstopper. Try and keep himself alive, but he's gonna be aggressive. So does Ravishless. They're all staying inside. The blind is perfect. He's trying to run away, but X-Axis plays it brilliantly. Operator trying to hold all the he peeks out.
Nice shot.
All on the X-Axis.
Cover going out.
Doesn't have the ultimate. Only one smoke to play off of.
Going out.
One TE. Are you gonna do this? Oh. Such a
don't change your
Oh no, he doesn't read it. Doesn't check the angles, and that's gonna be a 9 and 9. Back and forth we go. It's like my mental sanity when I'm casting with aggressive. It's good for a while, and then it's bad again.
Why? Because of my internet?
It's like his internet. That is so perfect. This game is like his internet. It's on and it's off, and then it's off again. It's off.
9 and 9. 9 to 9, ladies and 9 to 9, ladies and gentlemen. As both of these teams, they're now neck and neck pretty much. We expected this to be the case here, but it's like two extremes. We saw an 8-4 half right at the very beginning, but now that the members of Bang Bros, they are mentally prepared for all of it. Never mind, Ghost. You wanted to go in for a little bit of a fight here, but this is just presumptuous. The members of Endeavor, where's your aim, buddy? They've lost out on all the confidence that they had when it came down to their own attacking side, and now when they're on the defense, members of Bang Bros, they're just riding the high on the momentum here. Maybe a pause could be a good thing to try and stop the members of Bang Bros from getting plays like this, because double digits are now already on the board. You don't even have enough money to go in for a buy in the next round. 11 could just be guaranteed. This is a full-scale save coming through from the members of Eve, but good lord, that rush from Bang Bros on a B side up against the Cypher?
Unwarranted.
They got away with murder.
They just went up there. They just ran up there and took the fights. Hunting for these players as well. Look at them being
one enemy remaining
for the economy. They shouldn't worry about it too much as X falls. Each and every kill be a massive hit to their economy. Good for one goal, but he's good for a second. Actually, that's not bad. This will set them back, even if it's a tiny bit. This will set back Bang Bros. They will get their rifles, but if they manage to keep this win streak going, Eve might stand a chance. But again, didn't really pay off. Yeah, never mind. It didn't really pay off. They're gonna be stuck with a bunch of pistols, and the timeout is gonna come out. I believe it is in favor of Eve, and it's something that they really needed. They really need to take a breather because things are getting out of hand. The scoreline is in a very tough situation, in a very risky situation, and right now taking a pause, taking a breather, and having a talk with your teammates is what you need. Come up with a game plan, fix your roles, understand who's gonna do what, and that is all that could make the difference for this game. Another aspect is that Bang Bros, they are on a bit of a hot streak. They have that momentum going for them. And that momentum does wonders. We saw Nyx just run up B long. That's last round. Who does that? This guy does when he's on fire. And this way of giving a pause is actually manually taking a breather, manually resetting that momentum. This is best for Bang Bros. If they can carry through this fire that they've built up across this pause, that's all they need. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. Manually taking your players off of their keyboard and mouse, cooling them down, might just be what they need right now. You have to slow down the pace. I said the word manual a bunch of times. I was just about to say it again. Manually slow it down.
And you need to manually fix the manuals that you are trying to put into your sentences.
Get that manual to your ISP, man. They don't know how those servers work. Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, get the Inspire Broadband manual, right?
That was good. Inspire Broadband's got the real manual. But yeah, right now, economy is looking good for Bang Bros. Bit of an aggressive push from Ghost. They don't clear out this angle. This could be hard, but look at this push out of Hookah. Climax, he doesn't know, does he? Oh, this is all gonna be time.
What?
What? Whose cam is who's watching who? They're all gonna
Climax?
They should know. Climax, they know now. They
Rod.
The spidey sense is tingling and they run back. Oh, what was that? Five Nights at Freddy out here.
A little bit too close for comfort too. They need to be careful of where they're gonna be heading into next. They do have the weapons to make things work. A 1-for-1 trade coming out from either side. Both jets once again do die. Oh, but Ghost! You cannot lose a duel like that! A little bit too shaky for wear. And they are now paying the ultimate price for it with their own lives. The heal does come through from the sky, and they're going to be able to take all the advantages in the entire world. They can make a rotation if they do want to. Mikey does have the flash to give them the information that they need, and with the B side now completely empty, instant teleport over to the opposite end of this. They should know that the B side could be a little bit of an issue, but even then...
Rakushona, look at Rakushona. This could be a game changer, and it is.
Spike planted.
2v4. We do pick up a Phantom. Climax has been instrumental this round. Can he make it count? Oh, he's on the back of Rakushona right now. It's gonna be critical that he gets a couple of kills here. He does get the first one. Now he needs to create some room for Okyu to push out.
destroyed.
Sheriff in the hand, he doesn't win that close range angle. He gets one, but only good for that. 11-9. Aggressive, will you take a dare?
What is it there?
Say the scoreline but flipped.
Sure, it's 9-11.
That goes there.
What is wrong with your brain rot today?
Going into the next round, economy will be a factor for Endeavor.
First it's Brazil, now it's 9-11.
I'm not the one saying it, man. You're the one saying it.
Surely. He's gonna dare me for a Brazil scoreline one of these days.
It'll come. They will come, but Fordolf says no to Nyx. Man, these two Jets are on something. They're hitting nutty shots like it's nobody's business. 4v5. Your ultimate committed. Any information gathered for Climax. Is he gonna go for one of these plays again? Running out of time. Gonna isolate the position. Flashes out. Boombot. Gonna get in a good spot. Trades do happen though. Mikey finds a kill. So does Fordolf. The follow-up, and now Ghost is nice for the nade!
Yeah, he's... Oh, never mind!
Not for long! Ricky's there to trade, and so does Ravagers. This two duo have been rampaging the entire site, all the way from showers. And the thing is, they didn't even push into site. They were the ones being pushed. And they took every challenge with stride. 12-9 should be guaranteed unless X-Axis. He is despaired of.
Against this angle.
10 Shroud and both combined. Just good.
Oh, Mikey.
Loses no HP. Time is ticking though.
He's giving away a lot of noise here. The flick just does not connect. X-axis. Give away a little bit too much information. Ravage Lost, he's just going to be the one to capitalize on top of it. 12-9, ladies and gentlemen, the members of Bang Bros, they have pretty much taken a possible victory here. The buys are not looking that good for the members of Endeavor whatsoever. They do have the Outlaws in their hands, and maybe 8 also is going to be able to get away with something, but even then, There's no big ults to try and stop them. How will they even do it? Into the Shadows is present, maybe a Cypher Neural Theft, but there's too many bots and evs. They're just in such a bad and precarious situation.
Too many butts even for a...
Shut up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Too many factors that Endeavor have to overcome. So far they've got one thing right, is they're striking Say side. He just saw that. He knows the Yoru's here now with the TP walking in. Where's the portal? They're trying to sell a fake, but doesn't really work out. 4 stack is gonna be here, and actually 3 stack now. Has rotation, but he comes in and Nyx doesn't win that. Frag, giving his team man count advantage. Flashes out. Still a 4v5. No follow-up frags after that. 50 seconds remaining, and they really haven't made any progress on this A side, and they haven't gathered any information, any control around that B side either. Can go for a TP, but the position's being held by X-Axis. Dangerous, a little bit of an overpeak from Climax, but traded out immediately by Fordolf. Defenders are still here. These 2 players are causing so much trouble. Oh, late Fordolf with a insane headshot. Goes to follow that up, and that's all they need. Flank coming in from X-Axis. Did he commit his ult with that?
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna ult it, but not even necessary. Fordolf keeping his team alive. 12 to 10. 2 more rounds and we're going to overtime.
This is what you need to see. It's like a fire has been lit under this team, especially for Fordolf, who did pop out with that with the Guardian here once again. It's a Guardian, bro. Every single time when you see these players with the Guardian, it's like they're playing a completely different game. I don't know. It's like these players that we don't really have a lot of data on, right? They go into the deathmatch and they play Guardian only because even when we consider the much more experienced players that we see, they're not this good with Guardians. Yeah, they have a couple of highlight moments, but for these guys, it's like a consistent thing for them.
He's gonna push X-Axis.
Hello!
Oh, what is happening? It's the
All the utility in the entire world just got thrown into this round. The Brimstone ultimate was perfect. The showstopper came through, and then there was a volley to stop the players from running away from the site. So either you go in and kill, or you're just guaranteed to lose this round. World Endeavor, they're just completely done for. Possibly good shots coming in from one end, but Ravage Lust just instantly shuts things down from elbow. 30 to 10, ladies and gentlemen. As the members of Bang Bro, they really put us through the ringer now, didn't they? A lot of ups and downs, a lot of highs and lows, emotions running wild for both of these teams, but at the very end, Bang Bros, they can pat themselves on the back, saying that they are the much more consistent team that played for the momentum better in the long game. This was the beauty of it all. Think about it. My hair is an absolute mess, because I was doing like this every single time I saw that Guardian pop-off moment for both of these teams. Aim was the name of the game for both of these teams in this particular instance, but at the very end, it was the slight bits of utility difference that really separated both of these squads. You could see that that extra added bit of utility that the Brimstone, that the Raze brought onto the table really pushed the members of Bang Bros over that edge when it was required up till the very end. Maybe, just maybe, think about it. If the Raze wasn't present, if they didn't have a Brimstone, if the Orbital Strike wasn't there, I'm pretty sure that the members of EVE, they would have lived inside of the site. There was nothing to flush them out of there.
Difficult.
Yep, absolutely.
It would have been not impossible, but it would definitely have been a much more entertaining ending to that matchup. And it could not have been the ending either. EVE could have won that out and given Bang Bros a few more rounds to go. But that's it. We'll never know. But just think about it. The way that these teams play individually and play the FPS game, the FPS aspect of Valorant with the team. They're going for the trades, they're wide swinging, and they're short peeking together, they're jiggling, they're all doing all this first person shooter mumbo jumbo, and adding those slight bits of utility in there into the play to enhance those capabilities that they have. That makes for such potential in this team if they're able to fully utilize and make plays like that last round. If they have set pieces like this, there doesn't need to be many, a few here and there for each map that gifts them rounds. that would make for a deadly combination. This is why I really like Bang Bros, is that they have that eagerness to learn, that eagerness to analyze and have a break, take a pause, and just work our way through how this map is going, where we can improve, and what can we do to make this even better. And I hope that carries through in these the gaps between these matches as well. You've just got yourself in the semifinal. You're gonna go into a BO3. You gotta take your opponents even more seriously now, because we thought that this would be a bit of a level match, at least from my perspective, a level match. But in the end, Bang Bros shouldn't have a trouble to really close things out. There will be a significant, competition between them, but overall, it would be decently one-sided. That was not the case at all. Bang Bros were down bad. They were in the streets. They were struggling to make rent, and in the end, they were able to get enough money to just sort of claw their way back through here. Same thing happened in the first match. Red Wings, we were saying this is the best team ever. Look at the names, look at the game, look at their reputation. That was almost shattered to shambles if it hadn't been for individual performance, which later pulled them through, which later rallied the troops, got their momentum, everything together. So that's the core aspect of these games. You have that mechanical part down. Now you got to work on the utility, and this will be an unstoppable team that everyone's going to have to look out for. So that's just really what gets me excited to see these teams and their individual performances. Speaking of individual performances, the Jet and actually it's not Nyx on the other side of the MVP. It's Ravage Lust, and I mean those two are essentially inseparable. Honestly, now that I think about it, they were on par, matching each other level for level. But unfortunately, Ravage Lust just pulled through a little bit more to get the MVP for his team. But overall MVP goes to Fordolf, who will get a crest as an award for becoming a match MVP. We are giving one to every MVP following through from the round of 16. So, yeah, 25-16's 5 first bloods is a scoreline and a statistics level that you need to be definitely taking into consideration if you're looking to face this player in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. There were too many different situations where you could tell that Adolf single-handedly turned back around Climax as well. He was an unstoppable force when it came down to the attacking side, but things just took a turn for the worst as soon as that defensive end rolled around. There was not really that much coordination of utility. They were not really playing together as a team, and a couple of the rounds that they were able to take a win on was because they were playing together. But as soon as it started working from them, then they went in the complete opposite direction, trying to change things up, and the way they changed things up was just wrong in every way, shape, and form. That's kind of the problem with this particular composition that they do have. They're relying so much on their raw mechanical skill that if they make a mistake, then they are done. There were too many one-and-done situations, and I understand. You want to play the game of Valorant based upon your fundamentals as a team rather than on your utility. That's a good thing. That is not bad at all. But in the raw fundamentals of Valorant, you are missing one very key important aspect. The trades, right? Where is your buddy system going? Where is Climax and Adolf playing together as a team? Where is X-Axis to maybe give that one tiny bit of utility that they do have, being that paranoia, to alleviate some of the pressure when they're trying to run back from a particular engagement? Where is Ghost when you need his recon bolts to get prepped up and ready for you? Okyu, though, as well, didn't really have the best of performances either. Being that Cypher player, he needed to play a little bit more aggressively, trying to gain some early information, maybe set up those tripwires in a little bit of a different fashion. And if he's anchoring from inside of the site, constantly changing out his positions, maybe utilizing those cyber cages to allow him to rotate differently. There was a lot of buts and ifs that they had problems as individuals that got gapped right at the very end because of the utility that was present in the hands of Bang Bros. Utility doesn't matter as much on the attacking side if you're able to coordinate your plays and your individual talents well enough. But on the defensive end, if you're getting bombarded by utility and you don't know how to react to it with the limited util that you have, you're just going to start falling apart. And that's exactly what happened to the members of Endeavor.
Yeah, and the way we talked about the proactiveness and that early aggression on the map of how important that is, we didn't really see any of the teams really do that properly. We saw them really just solo pushing some of these angles and holding flanks on the sites they were not pushed at as defenders. Sure. But no proper, set piece flash out. I'm going to send this guy a flash, you're all going to push, or maybe I'm going to distract them with the camera. No proper proactive aggression coming out from either of the teams. We did see one instance, I believe, in the first pistol round, where the attacker sort of popped out of B long like that, but I haven't really seen either of these sides utilize that properly.
True.
So that is something now that the side of wait, who are the winners again? I got
Endeavor.
Endeavor lost.
Yeah, Endeavor is lost. That's what isn't that what you asked?
Who are the winners? I forgot.
Winners, Bang Bros.
Bang Bros, yeah, it's been a long day. I've been up for more than 24 hours, so apologize. But yeah, Bang Bros, well played. They do need to utilize some of that and add that to their repertoire so that if in the future teams that do this, they can sort of, stay on the same par and stay toe-to-toe with them. You are going into the next stage. You are going to the semifinals. You will have to add these strategies, add these techniques to your arsenal, because the other teams, they will do that. Red Wings, they will do that. The teams that will play tomorrow, you're gonna bet they're gonna do that. And speaking of tomorrow, that will be day 2 and the last day of the quarterfinals. We are gonna start at 9:30. The first match will be Team LSD versus Team All Stars, a game that we are looking forward to. And the second game will be Evolvers versus Egoists. Both really spicy ones, and both will set the tone for how the best of 3s are gonna start.
Absolutely. But for now, we're going to be heading off, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for stopping on by, and we're going to be seeing you tomorrow with a lot more Valorant action.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9%.